that Brad's going to
Run.
and start the recorders and the live stream. We do that live streaming thing on Facebook.
Yes, we do.
It was more of a mosey than a run over.
Was it a mosey? You
moseyed
moseyed over?
Moseyed
It's a little early.
It is early. Early.
All right, so we have some questions. By the way, I wanted to talk about your Christmas party. It's now infamous.
It was awesome.
Well, y'all did it up here at the Red Brick Rose on 4th Street, the old Coca-Cola factory. And by the way, they're open for New Year's Eve. And you guys would recommend it,
I highly recommend it, yes. We had a blast. The whole theme was a speakeasy murder mystery, and you had to have a code to get in, and it was all set up. I mean, it was perfect.
That's
awesome. It was great. From the 1920s, we all dressed up and had a blast.
Very nice. Brad, did he behave himself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Well, not much of a Christmas party then, is it? I mean,
well, I'm not the one you got to worry about.
Oh, are you not? Okay.
All right, so we have questions for today's Bryan Insurance tip of the week. The first one you go with.
Right, well, the first one I have is, and this is not something we discussed earlier. I have a new one that I was going to ask you guys previously, and I forgot.
Okay.
I have played in a couple of charity golf tournaments, and there are times they have like $1 million hole-in-one. And I didn't know how that worked, and someone said, "Oh, we buy an insurance for that." How does that work? Is that something that you guys know about, or you handle, or have ever seen before? What is that? How does that work?
I have seen it before. I'm not going to pretend to be the world's expert at it. I do know that to buy hole-in-one insurance, it has to be something completely left up to chance. For example, we had somebody ask one time, they were going to, I'm probably going to get this story mixed up. They were going to, let's do the drill the well. That was a funnier one.
Yes,
Okay,
the guy that wanted to drill the well and asked if he drilled a dry hole, if we could insure against that.
And they can't do,
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Okay.
And also if it's something that can
What's it called when you find the water witching?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little rod.
Dowsing rod.
Yeah.
And then there was a group that auctions off or they have a raffle off a truck, but they hope that the person picks the cash because it's better for them to pick the cash, and they wanted insurance for that, and you can't do that because that's not left up to chance. But you can purchase hole-in-one insurance. I do know you can.
Oh wow! Okay, well, I've seen it. I just didn't know how.
Have y'all ever sold a policy?
Probably, but I don't know.
I know who sells them. So
We know who does.
we have several carriers that will actually write hole-in-one insurance. But again, it has to be completely up to chance.
So if somebody called us, we would go to that expert and ask them and get all the details.
And I didn't know how much something like that cost, or if that's on $1 million. I don't know. It's just interesting. I remember seeing that thing. How do they have $1 million? And they said, no, they buy an insurance policy for it. That was it. And we had another. What was the other one?
Well, mine was the one for my son wants to basically do some contract work with me on. I have a communications company, and I used to do special projects, and then I would sub it out, and got brought up that you need to be bonded, and I thought, okay, now if I'm bonded, but I sub out the contract to somebody else, is my bonding going to cover that contractor because I'm the parent over the entire project?
It depends on what type of bond exactly you're referring to. So
it would be a communication. Well, I'll just tell you what it is. He wants to do some tower work and remove some equipment, and they want him bonded. Well, he'd have to set up a whole company. And
well, if you hire him under your company and the bond is, if the name on the bond is the company and not Tim Walker,
right?
It's the company.
Yeah, it is.
Then you hire him, then it would be.
Okay, well, then that's good.
And then the most important question we have.
Mary Hart's legs.
Mary Hart's legs were insured for $1 million. How would that pay off? How would you have to file a claim on that if she nicked herself
and she
shaving?
did it with Lloyd's of London.
Lloyd's of London. That's what I was going to say. I've heard the story. I didn't know it was Mary Hart. I thought it was somebody else.
No, it's Mary Hart.
Okay, but anyway.
Trust me, those legs.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, with Lloyd's of London, you go to them, and it's a group of syndicates. So there's a large, different other groups inside of Lloyd's of London.
Okay.
So you present what you want insured. So you would say, I have Mrs. Hart's legs. I want them insured. What are you insuring them against? What are the causes of loss? What could be paid out? And then you have syndicates that will come in and take percentages of the risk. And so they'd say, I'm taking 20% of this risk, but I want X
I'll
amount.
take a cab.
Yeah, but I want X amount of dollars.
We have 2
for it.
pinky toes and knee. Great.
Well.
So with one of our programs, our consultant program is through Lloyd's of London, and we have 6 syndicates on our program. And so some of them are taking 40%, others are taking 10%. But it just, when a claim is paid out, they're the ones responsible to actually pay the claim. So when, let's say if we had $1 million loss, the syndicate that had the 40% would be responsible for the $400,000.
Okay.
So it's a gamble for them. So like the same thing, if you're insuring hands or whatever, it's a percentage of what they contracted with.
And what they agree to cover,
Yes.
how you're
Okay,
doing.
well, that makes sense.
And here's my suspicion, and I think it's probably correct on this, is that it's more of a publicity stunt for them to insure her legs for $1 million. Would that
I
be the
don't
case?
know. I really don't know. I think it was a real deal.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I
what
think so
kinds of
too.
things would they be
Well, if
insured
that's
against
how they-
besides just loss, besides a terrible accident?
I guess if that's how she made her money, like
Yeah.
she was an actress, right, or a dancer. What was she?
She was
Oh, you remember the hostess for the
Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight? Yeah.
Yeah, she was a
Okay.
hostess.
She always had her legs out front.
So I guess.
So if she could cover it for loss of income, because if that was her selling point
Okay.
of her, and if she had something that, let's say if she had a terrible scar or along those lines,
That makes sense. All
Riding
right.
a motorcycle to do that.
That would, yeah, absolutely.
so she could possibly contract saying, hey, I'm losing X amount of dollars per year because of this incident.
Huh,
There
that
was
makes
an
sense.
actress a lot longer ago that did it first. Now that I remember.
Oh,
Mary
Ginger
Hart.
Rogers.
Yeah.
I think
that's
it was
what-
Ginger
was
Rogers.
That makes
somebody
sense.
like That's
That
why.
makes sense.
Because when you said Mary Hart, I was blanking. But yeah, now that I know who you're talking
But
about.
it,
Yeah.
it's
That's good to
more-
know.
It would be more along the lines of, let's say, someone who plays a piano. You know,
Right.
they're insuring their hands
Yeah, because that would
because
be,
that's what they make their money off of. So if their hands are, injured or they've lost use of it, now they have loss of potential income.
so
Can I insure my vocal cords?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
can insure just about anything if you can afford to pay for it.
what about my obnoxious sense of humor? Can I insure that?
Maybe. Maybe.
How do we get a hold of you? Bryan Insurance.
Well, we do want to say one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
yeah,
Please.
yeah.
We're not trying to rush you. We
No,
just
no.
you answered our questions. Goodbye. Thank you very much. We're good. We're through with you.
No, just this is our last time that we'll be on the air this year,
Right,
and
yep.
so we just wanted to wish all of everyone that listens. We get comments all the time. People listen. We love that.
Okay.
We want to wish all our clients a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We've had a great year at Bryan Insurance.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of congratulations.
Well,
in
thank
order
you.
to-
Yeah. Well
Yes.
done, man. You've
Yeah.
really overcome a lot. It's great.
So we do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we look forward to an exciting 2020. 2021 is the 100th anniversary of Bryan Insurance.
My goodness.
So we have a lot to look forward to. And now to get a hold of us.
Oh, yeah. You can call us at 940-549-2525 or visit us online at bryinins.com, and that's Bryan with a Y, ins.com, or come visit us on the second floor of the Sierra Bank building.
All right, we'll see you guys next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll
Take
be
care.
sporting a new